Greetings, my little lovers of degeneracy. We, people of culture, constantly ask ourselves the question, where is the line between love and hate, life and death, anime and culture anime? Because, flowing to our degenerate desires, the authors have already explored all the depths of fan service, and then only hentai bedrock. And I think I found the pickaxe that finally destroyed this wall. For your attention, Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. The name speaks for itself. Today we have a sour reference, a game, a stinking stable, and a dirty donator starter kit. How many times have I seen this before? Sometimes it feels like I'm in an isekai loop. But here begins what drives all isekai lovers, studying the mechanic and the principle of New World. What? Busty elves and lustful courtesans? No, I need answers. Show me the source code. I want to see it. Sorry. Basic demonstration of mechanic. First kill, saving the village. Everything in the best isekai traditions. Unless they don't stand on ceremony here with the ketchup. Only a real cutting of pepperoni. Therefore, for viewers over 18, here in every sense, and it's better not to show this to pregnant grandma, although it won't be much. The main character is a typical black hair otaku who learned the paths of lonely samurai Master Bossa, but with the one distinctive feature, the ability of rational thinking. Arriving in a city, like a real man, he sets himself a worthy goal in a life, which must be complete within 5 days. This is to buy a beautiful slave for carnal pleasure, of course. I admire his tenacity. A worthy goal requires worthy effort. Day and night he farmed unsustainable money. The brothel across the street wanted to break him, but the face of the beautiful Roxana and a bouquet of venereal diseases didn't let him go astray. Rational thinking, don't forget. Realizing that the time was running out, he decided to take a short but dangerous path. Open a hunt for bandits. Yes, he has an imbalanced sword, but he himself is a low-level sucker, and how the death system works in this world, the devil only knows. Having studied magic for a treat, he climbed into their lair, and now a small moment. In my view of the world, violence against women is unacceptable. In our case, there were courtesans who didn't pose a direct threat, and this could have been avoided. But the hero did not take a risk, and this moment is the only unpleasant thorn, although it follows in a first episode. The method of capture evidence is also very peculiar, but this raid allowed him to collect enough money to ransom the wonderful Roxana. And here begins what all lovers of degeneracy have gathered here for. And right now, the hard, dirty, uncompromising, a shopping trip. Because he had the good master and cannot allow his dear slave to go barefoot. By then, the hard, dirty, well, you understand. Here even the Red of Healer simply stood up and said, "Bravo guys, bravo, keep it up!" I would even call it Red of Healer light version. Many didn't like the same healer because of his, let's say, originality. And those who like it are despised and avoided. And you know what? Rightly, these are sick people. How can anyone like this? By the way, when there will be a second season? They promised 3 years. How long can wait? Let's return to our couple. Our lonely wanker showed himself to be an unusually experienced man, moderately assertive and with a sense of tact. This is what a dating simulator does to boys. And everything that happens doesn't cause any shame, but really looks like a healthy relationship between adults. Wow! In the future, it looks more and more like a vanilla hentai isekai in the slice of life genre, no matter how scary it may sound. But this is literally the epitome of a perfect isekai with a soft progression. The story is about what would happen if the isekai heroes didn't do crap, but used their otaku brain to fullest. But science of soft progression is not capable of holding attention. Its key points are the acquisition of a new slave, one way or another, followed by a group initiation ritual. The degenerate inside me rejoices. And the title is clearly in no hurry with this. Each stage is given a lot of time, and you have time to get involved in what is happening. But for 12 episode season, this is a controversial decisions. We were showing only 2 girls out of 5 announced. Nowhere they stayed in the first episode, and if you thought that Roxana was an anomaly, you will be pleasantly surprised. On the other hand, there were plans to continue adaptation, and it all depends on the Japanese market. But the light novel is still coming out and hasn't progressed that far. In general, we should expect a continuation no earlier than that 2025. And I would say the chances are 50-50. All those 12 episodes definitely intrigue my dark side. By the way, the adaptation is being done by the Patient Studio. I will never forgive them for the last season of DxD. What did they do, my girls? But we all also know such titles performed by them as interspecies reviewers, Higurashi when they cry, Citrus, who knows, he knows, Meruko-chan, and a bunch more mid-range. In general, you shouldn't count on Hentai Sakuga, but we approve the level of reviewers. But DxD I won't forgive. And for those who watched up to this point and didn't go to sharpen the sword, here is incredibly valuable information. A censored television version is being circulated online, and I sincerely feel sorry for those stalkers who stumbled upon this anomaly without knowing the right path. Don't forget, we're still talking about legal culture anime, and this is a cornerstone of everything that happens. As an isekai, he doesn't really stand out, although adequacy can already be considered a feature. Fucking wading machine, what were they smoking? I want to. And the view curve looks something like this. A quarter of season, the main characters work for holy cows, and the remaining 3 quarters, during the day we have isekai, and in the evening we enjoy the benefits of our work. This is literally an investing for dummies manual. I think it's clear for whom it was made, and words are necessary here. But it more than coped with the task. And before you write about the amorality of what is happening in the comments, remember, there are more of us, and you will still go and watch. For those who want to support the release of video on Patreon, the link in the description, and also social networks, Telegram, Twitter. And take care of your sword, Musketeer.